It's the world of what? It's the world of what? It's a chat that is non-stop. It's the world of what? It's that crazy, crazy world of what?
Well, hello and welcome along. This is the very first World of What vodcast. I think that's what you call it, a vodcast. It's like a podcast, but you get the bonus of seeing me as well. How very exciting. And if you want to see me a bit closer, there you go. Yes. Amazing. Now, I've been watching a lot of these things on YouTube and I've worked out how to do it, so I thought, well, let's have a go myself. How difficult can it be to talk to a camera and tell you interesting stuff? And you can find this on a podcast with added bonus extra bits, but you don't get the joy of me, okay? World of What podcast, check that out. But this is the World of What vodcast. Now, what's been going on today, and this is on my mind. I thought we'd start with a lesson. What is, I've got the word here, Anatidophobia. What is that word? What does it mean? And this is fascinating. I think you will be amazed by this. Anatidophobia is the fear of a duck looking at you. So if a duck comes walking past like this, no problem. Anatidophobia, people, no problem. Like that. If all of a sudden duck walks past, eyeballs you, you're in problems. There we go. So it's our word of the day, anatidophobia. And if you're scared of something else, do let me know. I'd love to hear from you. I do know someone that was scared of balloons once, which is ridiculous. Also, maybe you'll be scared of underpants, which might be more understandable. The World of What podcast, vodcast. This is me talking. Okay, in the this is the hub of where it all goes on, where the imagination happens. And, I know you can't believe it, but the other day I got on a bus, okay? I know this may be a regular thing to a lot of people getting on buses, but to me, this was an absolute novelty. And I got on a double-decker bus, and the double-decker bus I got on was, in actual fact, seen in the area as one of the greatest double-decker buses on its whole route, okay? Of all the buses it's got in its circuit, this is the line to go on. It's got leather seats, that sort of thing. And it set me thinking, I'll go into the top deck, of course. You've got to go on the top deck if you go on a bus, and you're a novelty rider. Nobody was on it, so I got on the front seat, okay? But I was amazed how bumpy it was on the top deck. So what I did, I went downstairs for a while to check how bumpy it was downstairs. And downstairs is actually significantly less bumpy than upstairs. And I would, if you are a boffin, I'd love you to tell me why that is. Why is the top deck of a bus bumpier than the bottom deck of the bus? Do let me know on this one. Now, while I've been watching these YouTube videos around, I realise that you don't need to make much sense. That is quite okay. You just carry on, okay? And how do you know about that bus thing and the anatidophobia thing? How do you know that's true? Well, you can tell by touching somebody's nose. Yes, a nose. You can tell if someone is lying by the temperature of their nose. Absolute true fact, this. So what happens is someone tells a lie and their nose will get colder. So you may, for example, if you say, hello, my name is James Watt, okay, you can feel nose is normal temperature. You can say, hello, my name is Sally. Oh yes, my nose has suddenly got colder. Could be useful to know this if you have, maybe an office situation and someone's trying to pull the wool over eyes, maybe in a sales situation, could well be useful to do this. And you say, well, can I just check you are telling the truth and not just give me some sales pitch? Let's just feel your nose. The idea is you feel the nose for about 15 seconds for it really to kick in. 85% accurate. And that is an official James Watt true fact of the day. This is the World of What. Welcome along. It's the first one, by the way, and it's a little experiment to let us know if you've made it this far through. If you've made it this far through, you've done quite well, to be honest. And final thought of the day, Christmas coming up, all that sort of thing. So Jaffa Cakes have been in the news a lot recently. They've got this big, long, metre-long Jaffa Cakes box. Apparently last year had 48 Jaffa Cakes in. This year, same length, only 40 Jaffa Cakes. Maybe somebody ate some. Maybe. Anyway, they're getting less. and people are moaning that things are the same price, blaming Brexit, the whole thing. Saying this is not fair. Things that you pay the same money, you get less. Well, I've come up with a thing, okay, and you ready for this? I have come up with a thing that is better, where you spend the same money, but you get less. Here we go. And the answer is knickers. There we go. And that is the first ever World of What video podcast, which is a podcast in the trade, you know. Yeah. I'm James Watt. Love to hear from you. You could subscribe to the channel here, and you can get another one when we can be bothered. Catch you next time.
It's the world of what? It's the world of what? It's a chat that is non-stop. It's the world of what? It's that crazy, crazy world of what?